Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, dear friends. Hopefully, we are live. Let me just check it. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, dear. Yes, I think we are live. So, for today's stream, we will check the standings um, of Chess Olympiad for the open and for the women's section. And some other stuff. Let's go. So let's start with women's. So standings after round 11. So we see that India finished on first, winning 9 matches. They drew one match and lost one match. And we see that they are having 19 points. Second is Kazakhstan, 8 wins, 2 draws, and one lose, 18 points. Third place, US, 7 wins, 3 draws, and one loss, 17 points. Fourth is Spain, 8 wins, 1 draw, and two lost matches, 17 points. Armenia, 7 wins, 3 draws, one lost match, 17 points. Georgia, 7 wins, 3 draws, one lost match, 17 points. And then we see another tie from 7th till 12th. China, Ukraine, Poland, Bulgaria, Argentina, Uzbekistan. Yes, very interesting. And let's also see uh, prizes, gold medals. So board one is at least each player should play 8 games. So we see that Zhu Jing'er from China, uh, after playing 9 games, her performance was 25.97. And then we see Sarah Hadem, Spain, after 9 rounds, playing 9 games, her rating performance was 25.60. And then we see Nana Zagnidze, I apologize, from Georgia. Her rating performance was 25.41, playing after 10 games. And then we see Bibisara Saubaeva. She played 9 games and her rating performance is 25.17. And of course, we see on fifth place Lilith Makarchan from Armenia. Her rating performance was 25.07. Uh, she played all 11 games. Let's move to board two. We see that wow, it's really incredible. Carissa Yip from US played all 11 games and her rating performance was 2634. Then we see Elizabeth, yes. Hello, hello, Karen Grigorian. Karen won very nice game with the black pieces against Sina Mohammed, young prodigy from Iran. Yes, and then we see Elizabeth Betts from Germany. She played 10 games and rating performance is 2477. And then Song from China 2467, 9 games. Monika Sochko, Poland 10 games 2456. And Yeva Repkova, Slovakia 2428. She played 8 games. Board 3, we see, wow, Divya Deshmukh from India. She played all 11 games and her rating performance is 2608. And then we see Vega Sabrina Gutierrez from Spain. She played all 11 games and her rating performance is 2505. And then we see Elena Danielian from Armenia, 2495 rating performance. She played 10 games. And then we see Nino Batsiashvili from Georgia, 2478. She played 10 games. And then we see Buksa Natalia, Ukraine, 2471. She played 9 games. We see that board for Vantika Agrawal played 9 games and rating performance is 2558. We see Lee Alice, US 2471. She played 10 games. And Anna Sargsyan from Armenia, she played 10 games and her rating performance is 2446. We see Nurman Alwa from Kazakhstan 2425, 10 games. Nishi Kun from China 2412. She played only 8 games. And board 5 reserve players. We see that, wow, Dana Kochavi from Israel. She played 8 games and rating performance is 2676. And then we see Nadirjanova Nodira from Uzbekistan. She played 8 games and rating performance is 2460. Then we see Lu Miaoi from China 2410. She played 9 games. And then we see Mung Unzul from Mongolia 2408, 9 games, and Alicia Slivitska from Poland 8 games 2370. Yes, very, very interesting. Of course, big congrats to the teams, to their federations, to the captains, and all the players who did manage to win gold, silver, or bronze medals on their boards. Very big congrats. And also, let me just see, I just want to see, yes, from Israel, how many points did she score? Israel, where is Israel? Uh, somehow, it's here, Israel, yes. Wow, she won all the games or what? Wow. Kochava Dana, WFM, uh, born a year 2009 from Israel. Yes, I apologize. Rating is 2009. Born year is 2007. And you can see that she won all her games. So she played how many? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. 8 games, and she won, and she increased 110 points. I also want to see what about India, and especially what about Divya. Yes, where is India? Yes, India. Wow. Divya increased 17, almost 18 rating points, and we see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5, 5.5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9.5. Wow, very good. Very good result. And what about, uh, uh, yeah, she scored 7.5. Good, great. Let's move, let's also see, we see that some players also uh, made some norms. You can see here, yes, sister of Jordan Van Forest made WIM norm, Norman Alua IM norm, Afruza Hamdamova WGM norm, Balabava Ksenia WGM norm. Yes. So let's move to open section, and we see that India, they won 10 matches, and one match they ended in a draw, and they did not lose any single match. Uh, US, and we see big tie from second till sixth. We see US, Uzbekistan, China, Serbia, Armenia. We see each of them won 8 matches, drew one match, and lose 2 matches. 17 points, and yes, you see US, Uzbekistan, China, Serbia, Armenia, Germany, Azerbaijan, Slovenia. Yes, I should say that Slovenia really impressed me because I don't remember uh, Slovenia being so close for the medals. With the big efforts of Vladimir Fedosiev, I can imagine. Yes. So let's move to see the board medals. For the first board, we see Gukesh, 3056, playing only 10 games. Yesterday, somewhere I read that this is the second highest uh, performance. The highest is when Fabi in 2014 uh, played in Sinquefield Cup, and he started 7 out of 7. Yes, this is the second highest. And then we see Nadirbek Abdusatorov, 2884. He played 11 games. Then we see Magnus, 2810, playing 8 games. We see Duda, 2794. Duda played 10 games. We see Fabi, US 2777. Fabi played 10 games. And Rapport, let's just see. I just want to see how many points did Magnus score, and did he increase or he lost some elo points? Probably he didn't lose any rating points. So where can we see um, Norway? Norway. We should find Norway. Norway. There is no way. Yes, we see that Magnus lost 1.2 uh, rating points. Yes, let's move to World 2. We see Nguyen Thai Taiwan, Czech Republic, 2783. He played 10 games. Lazov Tony from North Macedonia, 2763. He played 8 games. Gurel Adis, 11 games, 2755. Vei, 10 games, 2742. Alexei Sarana, Serbia, 2735, 10 games. Then we see uh, Board 3, Arjun Erigaisi, 2968, 11 games. Yu Yangi, 2802, 10 games. Letuan Min, 11 games, 2795. Luca Pachadze, 2739, 10 games. Papayanu Ioannis, 2696, 9 games. Board 4, we see Vohidov Shamsirin, 10 games, 2779. Levon Aronian, US 2773, 10 games. Alan Pichot, 2756, 9 games. Vidit, 10 games, 2744. Anton Korbov, 2711, 9 games. And the reserve players, Frederick Svane, 9 games, 2791. Benjamin Gledura, 2692. Ilich Velimir, 2648. Urqued Alfrode, 2629, 11 games. Vladimir Onishuk, 2581, 8 games. I think once I managed to win medal being fifth reserve player, and I came third. So I won bronze medal. So once again, very big congratulations to the teams, to their federations, to uh, to the captains, uh, to all the players who did manage to win medals on their boards. Uh, Very big congrats. And also let's see uh, some players made some norms. We see a couple of players from Paraguay, Mongolia, Indonesia, Sumia did GM norm. We see that from Mexico, Galaviz Medina did GM norm. Lashkin Yegor, yes. Definitely Lashkin deserved because yesterday he did manage to win with the white pieces against Kirill Shevchenko. And then we see Tran Duan Tu from Japan. Great GM norm. Yes, from Japan. Yes, very big congrats. Yes, I think it was very interesting chess Olympiad. Uh, Once again, I want to. I think I'm having problem with. Just move it here. I just noticed. Let me see it. Yes, I apologize, dear friends, that my video was hiding my screen, but I was pronouncing the names and probably I apologize. It was not. Yes, let's move to solve some puzzles. Let me just see. Mhm. So white to play. What is happening? So queen c3, there is bishop c4 check. I'm having queen e3, I'm having queen a5. I should understand which one do I need. But if I go this check, bishop c4 comes. Yes, I think that can be. So let's say check, you go bishop c4, otherwise king d6, queen c7, bishop c4, I go king a5. I know it does look very strange, but maybe it's winning. So knight c7 you don't really have, knight b6. You don't have queen d5, you don't have queen c6. Yes, I guess queen c3, bishop c4, king a5, and knight d6 should be the only move because queen d5 there is rook e5, queen c6, bishop, queen d5, queen e5, or queen e3, knight b6 if you go. How do I finish? Okay. Yes, I'm having this queen before. Yes, should be queen c3. Am I blundering anything? I don't think. I don't think. So let's go. Yes, bishop c4, king a5, and here. Oh, honestly speaking, I thought queen c7 is a checkmate, but I just blundered. That knight is. Yes, but this is queen before. King is coming here, and how should I checkmate? Queen before, king c6. I don't see at the moment. Queen a3, king c6. Yes, it should be check. Queen f6, king c5. Queen before, king c6. Maybe some quiet move, but it is very risky to make some quiet moves. Queen b7, king, you can go king c5 or king d6. How do I win? Queen check. Queen f6, king c5. Don't see anything. I don't see at the moment. So I think I should go some check like queen f6, queen e5, queen b4, queen a3. Yes, let's say check. You go king c6, and maybe some rook e1. Yes, let's say check king c6, rook e1. But what I'm really threatening, I'm not sure. Am I threatening anything? Like check this. Um, yes, let's say you move your queen somewhere, and what I really want, check, check. Let's say queen before king c6, rook e1. Knight c7 here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Queen before rook e1. If you move the queen, and then I'm having some queen b7 check, which can be very unpleasant. I guess should be this. And here I want to go rook e1. Some strange move rook e1. And let's say queen f3, queen g2, queen h2, queen h3. I guess it's better to keep your queen on this diagonal. But anyway, I think I'm just mating after some queen b7. So you don't have this because queen e7, rook c1. You should go king c5, but I guess rook c1 is enough. But king d4, it's not. No, I guess rook e1 should be played. Oh, oh yes, nice one. Rook e6. Take queen b7, queen h1. If you move the king, then of course queen e7 comes. Next one. Hi. So what is happening here? White is being pawned up. Position is complicated. I'm having rook e7. I like rook e7 move. I think the only move we should really consider. Thank you, Vaishali. So knight e4 doesn't work. Rook e7 does look very attractive to go. Later on, some queen. The queen e7, rook e7, 8 takes b, queen d4, but knight f5 is coming. I'm not. But queen d4, if I try queen d4, 8 takes b, rook e7. I can, of course, but queen d4, knight f5. Hey, Aryan. Thank you, I'm fine. How are you doing? So if I go rook e7, uh, if you take queen e7, rook e7, 8 takes b, I can at least go knight b1. So rook e7, what can black do? Some queen d8. No, I don't think queen d4 can be the. So rook e7 should be the right move to play. Queen f5 you are having, and queen d8 you are having. 8 takes b, rook d7, queen e7, rook e7, 8 takes b, knight b1. Nice, nice. You will be there for 1 week. Singapore Chess Federation organizes one open tournament, and earlier I wanted, and nowadays as well. I'm interested to play there, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Conditions aren't good. So I guess rook e7 should be the move, because queen d4 at least knight f5, and what should I do? Let's go rook e7. Yes, and here queen d4, knight f5 of course comes. Uh, what else am I having? I'm having queen a7, very unpleasant move. Of course, I would like to go queen d4, but knight f5 is there, and I'm not sure what is happening. I'm having queen a7 also, but I guess the same knight f5 can be played there. You're also having some queen f8 moves. Queen d4, queen f8 also you can go. So what's the winning move now? Queen a7, yes, I see, but um, and I'm threatening rook g7. But what about queen d4, knight f5? Maybe some rook e8, but queen f6, you can go some queen f8 even. Knight e4 does not work. B takes a, queen d4, queen a7. Queen a7, I don't understand what I'm going to play after queen f8, let's say. The rest, more or less, I can see. I'm threatening rook g7. Of course, if you take a takes b, there I'm also not sure. No, I think rook g7 and rook f1, of course. But queen a7, you go knight f5. Okay, that is also maybe possible to play. Sure, of course. Of course. I will let you know. I will let you know. Queen a7, but let's say queen a7, queen f8, and then what to do? Oh, I guess something like queen d4 can be very strong. Knight f5, queen a4. If knight e7, queen b3, and then rook e8 is a threat. But queen d4, I don't like. What if queen f8? Queen h4. I guess queen d4. Or queen e3. Yes, of course, queen e6, queen e5. Okay. So far it doesn't go well. And what is this? Position is around equal. I mean, material is around equal. Rook c2 does not really work. I guess we are forced to take g takes h, and opponent goes rook g8 check. And now we should king f1 or king h1. King h1 I like very much. Queen c6, rook e4. At king h1 you are having knight g3, g3, queen g3. And yes, but it does look winning for g takes rook h8, king f1. If I go, you have queen h2, which is very unpleasant move. So I guess g takes h I should take. And here I should choose between, like, why not king h1? Check rook e4. You don't have queen h7, queen f4 check will be there. Knight g3 is the only move. Bishop g3, queen g3 is the only move. And like, what if rook g2? You will take it. And then rook g2, queen e3. Yeah, but king h2. Because king f1, queen h2, I'm so much afraid of. No, I don't think bishop g3 is good. Some rook g3, knight. No, king h1 should be the move. Yes, we should take it. And I guess one last move, which is not rook f1, of course. I guess rook g2. You take, I go king g1. You take, I take. You go queen e3. I go king h2. Now queen c1, queen b7. You go queen f4, queen g3. Queen h6. You go. I go king g3. But that is complicated, maybe. No. Okay, rook h2 doesn't change much. Queen h6 is not working. Queen e1 is not possible. I don't like queen. Rook c2 is not there. If I take queen c2, mm, if I take queen c2, but I don't like this. Rook h2, queen f3, rook g2, queen h3, king g1, rook g2, king g2, queen e3, king h2, queen h6, king g3, queen g5. I don't like it. Maybe queen c2, which does look very strange. Oh, but it does look very strange. So rook f1 isn't working. Rook e1. Does rook e1 work? Maybe rook e1, so queen h3, rook h2. Queen f3, rook g2. So let's say rook e1. Somehow I don't think this can. Like c1 queen, rook c1. Oh, I don't think. Queen c2. The problem is being we will just take queen h3, rook h2, queen f3, rook g2, queen h3, king g1, rook g2, king g2, queen g2, queen e3. And we are getting the same position, more or less. Something like h4 can be there, but what is this h4? Like queen h4, rook h2? h4, queen h3, rook h2, queen. Oh, h4 maybe here, h4 maybe works. Like queen f3, rook g2, rook g2, queen g2, queen h3, king g1, rook g2, queen g2, queen e3, king h2. And you don't have this queen h6 check, Maybe this is working. Like h4, rook h8 is nothing, just rook h2. h4, queen h3, or queen f3, the same move, rook g2. Check king g1, check takes, king h2. Maybe h4. Surprisingly, yes, very hard move to see. Let's move. I guess no doubt we should take with the knight on e5. And opponent doesn't have king e7. I guess rook f7 finishes the game. King e8 opponent does have, but it is very obvious queen e6, knight c6. King e7. No, king d6 is the only move, I guess. But am I having any other? Like knight e5, you don't have king b8, you don't have king e7, you have king d6, of course, and you will play it. But I'm just taking knight f7. Yes, but knight f7, I will not take bishop f7 because rook f6 is finishing the game. I will go king e7. Yes, but let's say knight takes d8, for example, bishop a2, knight takes c6. Somehow I think knight e5 should be rook d8, but even king d8 can be there maybe. Yes, I guess knight e5. Yes, king d6. And now some of our pieces are hanging and bishop e3 a tactical idea as well. So bishop e6, f takes c, rook d8, rook d8. Let's say I can take rook d8, knight f7. And now how do you play? You can go king d7, but knight e5 is coming back. Knight f7, but you will go king e7. And many of my pieces are hanging. Yes, I have knight d8, but you have rook d8. Position is winning, but like rook d8, knight f7, bishop f7, rook f6. King goes bishop g4. Okay. Takes, knight f7. You don't have king d7, I assume. Why? So knight e5 back, king d6. This pawn is hanging always. Position anyway is better for white. Like rook d8, rook d8. Yes, I should take knight f7. You don't take bishop f7. You go king, not king e7 because of knight d8. You go king d7. Now what is happening? I'm not sure at all. Of course, I can go bishop g4. I can go back knight e5, king d6. If I take knight f7, you go king e7. But king d7 is also possible. Bishop g4, bishop g4. Knight f7, king e7. What do I want? Knight d8. Bishop a2, knight c6, king somewhere. Knight before. I guess knight f7, but I'm not really sure. Queen a6 also can be interesting. Yes, this was the. Yeah, but here I wasn't sure about king d7. That's why I did not play it. And it is very hard to protect this pawn as well. Okay. Yes, rook takes f2, king e1, queen g3, queen d5, rook f7. Queen d3, but you have king c1 at least. I don't think any other move works. So rook f2, king e1, and here I'm having a couple of moves, but queen g3 I want to play. I have rook f8, rook f8, queen d5, rook f7 check, king d1 you will of course go. Yes, king d1, but my point was to take here, but you have queen g1. I don't see any other move except taking the pawn f2. Queen d3, but king c1. Yes, let's take king e1. I don't have any this. I have rook g2, but rook g2 and queen h3 maybe. Yes, takes queen g3, king d1. And what is happening there? Takes king e1. Takes rook g2 is also very interesting. But after queen h3, I don't see much. Yes, takes king e1. Things takes king e1. Yes, but queen d3, king c1 is there. That's why I don't want to go queen d3. So rook takes f2, king goes e1. And now I need some good move. Like rook g2 is interesting. Queen g3 is very nice. King d1. And there I should have maybe some rook g2. Yeah, I should take this. Yes. So I can go back to f5 or f7. G2 I'm also having, but let's say you just move the queen to h3. That's why I want to go queen g3. You don't have rook f8, you don't have any checks. You should go king d1. And now I should very deep. Oh, not queen b8 because of queen g1. I should play some rook g2. Oh, no, but rook g2, even queen f1. What should I do? Queen g3, king d1. Rook g2, but even queen f1 is there, I guess, no? Threatening queen f8, rook f8, queen c4. Uh, Nothing is working. I'm having some rook f7, but I don't really get the point of going rook f7 back. Maybe that's the strongest. For example, rook f7, and now I'm having this unpleasant threat of queen g3, queen takes b8. You don't have any active moves with the queen, but you have some rook f8, rook f8, queen d5. No, you have even rook f8, queen f8, queen a8, king f8, queen a8, king e7. No, that is too much. Rook g2, queen f1. No, rook f7, rook f8 is there. Rook f8, queen d5, and some repetition. If king f7, king f8, then queen a8, king e7, queen takes a7. Maybe that is winning, but king g3, king d1. Rook, queen b8, queen g1. If I go rook g2, queen f1. Yes, rook f7 can be an interesting move, of course. Rook f8, king takes, check, king e7. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm blundering. Rook f5, maybe. Just don't see. Just don't see anything. Rook f7 is the strongest move I can see, but anyway, maybe some check. King d1, and what is happening there? Checking d1, checking c1. Maybe this position is winning. Rook f7 takes the king e7, but no way, no way that position is winning. Our position is very complicated there. I don't. But anyway, I don't see anything better than that. Oh, but I'm having, just having something maybe even very simple. Queen c2, queen d5 is checkmate. Almost. Queen, rook f1, rook e2, queen g3, queen f5, rook g2, but queen f1. What? Queen g3, king d1. g1 is never working. Oh, queen g3 seems the strongest. King d1, you go. Takes queen g1, and now I'm in some trouble. Rook h2, I don't have. Rook g2, I'm having, but let's say you have so many moves. Maybe I found, but I'm not sure. Like queen g3, queen g4, and something like queen to f5. This is like I'm threatening rook f1 and queen c2. So queen g1, my point is of course king f7 to play. Queen d1 you don't have. E4 is not really working, of course. Yes, you are having queen g1 and rook takes f8. Rook takes f8, I will take king f8, and chances are good to somehow escape. I guess should be this. Wow, wow, so hard. Wow. Despite 2497, almost 2500, but very hard. Queen g4, queen g3, queen g4, queen f5 to see. Okay, next one. So what is happening? Why not bishop b5? Bishop b5, knight b4, bishop d7, bishop f5. Bishop b5, rook c6. So I can also start bishop h6. Bishop h6, of course, you will take knight takes b4. Rook d7, you will maybe take king d7. Of course, I'm better, but maybe I'm not winning. What about if I start with bishop b5, rook c6, game goes on. Game goes on. Yeah, position is much, much better for white, of course. Rook d5, queen d5. Bishop takes h6, you will take knight takes b4. I should take rook d7. And now I guess the only move is being king takes d7. And position is much better, of course, for white, but bishop h3 if I go. You go some king e6. And yes, again, I'm much better, but what if I start rook d5, queen d5, bishop takes h6? Oh, yes, I think this is the solution. Knight h6, bishop b5, g takes bishop b5, rook d1. Yes, long castle, and bishop h3. I guess rook takes d5, queen takes d5, bishop takes h6. Position should be just lost. I'm threatening bishop b5. Long castle is your main idea, and I go bishop h3. This one was easy. So we are pawn up, but position is quite complicated. Yes, like what is happening? Many moves are possible. Even maybe f5 is possible or not. No, I don't like f5. Too risky. Okay. F5 forces 96. Of course, you will just play. I think you can just take 96 and then bishop d5. Bishop e6, queen f5, g takes save, but that I don't like much. Queen g4, king f8, queen f4. Yes, maybe f5, but I think we are having knight d3. Yes, knight d3 is possible move. Actually, knight d3, queen d3. We are not up anything. Very interesting. What should I do? Maybe some queen d2 move? You don't have knight h5. You don't have bishop c3. You don't have knight d6. You have knight e2, but no, you don't have it. You don't have also much moves with the queen, I assume. I like queen d2, because queen e2, I can just go check and take maybe a knight, or I'm not really sure, but maybe yes. Yes, queen d2. So what else to play? Hi, Misha. No, it's just a puzzle position. It's black to play. Black is having winning continuation, but mm, it can be completely lost for white, or it can be just much better for black. Yes, if opponent moves the knight from f4, then it's just fine for white, I guess. That's why I'm trying to. Maybe queen d2 is the strongest. Yes, queen d2. Maybe you should go. If you go knight e2, I just take go queen e1 and take queen f2. Does look good for play queen d2. If you go queen e2, I go queen c1, king h2. I take on f4. You go check. I go king f8. Now bishop d6, king e8. Check king d7. If you go bishop g7, queen g7, king e8, but it's not really sure. But I like going queen d2. Let's go. Yes, and now the most unpleasant decision. Of course, queen e2, knight e2 position is round equal. But of course, if I want to play for something more, then I should go queen c1 and take g takes f. But position does look very dangerous. Queen c1, king h2, g takes f, queen g4, king f8, bishop g7 is nothing. Bishop d6 and queen g7 are the moves. Bishop d6, king e8. C5 is not hanging. Queen g8, king d7. So far, much better. I think better is to go queen g7. And now I should choose between king e7 or king e8, which is almost the same or not. No, king e7, you have bishop f6, which is very unpleasant check. So king e8, I assume I should go. You go check. I go. Yes, there I'm having king e7. I can also go king d7. You take. And bishop e7 isn't working. I should play king c8. Yes, you can take bishop e6, knight e6, queen e6. I go king b7. But it's not like maybe queen c1. Another very weird move is to go queen a1, but of course not. Yeah, should be g takes f. Should be g takes f. Should be g takes f. Yes, and here I don't like king e7 because of bishop f6. King d7, check, king c8. No, I guess king e8. Yes, king d7 is the only move. Oh, so tricky. Okay, another one, knight g4. So bishop g4 should be the very first move to consider. Bishop c8 is checkmate. Bishop f7 is not working. Knight e4 isn't really working. Bishop e3. mm, Knight e3. F takes c. So bishop g4, queen g4, we can resign simply. Bishop h4, am I having? But you will take f takes c, queen e6, king h8. I guess bishop e3 is very interesting move. Queen e5, queen bishop g4, knight e3, f takes c. And now, surprisingly, some of your pieces are hanging. Queen e5, I will take bishop c8. You will take somehow on c8, and that position is better, I guess. Yes, otherwise f takes c comes. Queen e6, king h8. Yes, bishop g4, queen g4, and g2 and g5 is hanging. Bishop h4. If I go, yes, but you have so many moves after bishop h4. Now I guess bishop e3 takes, forcing you to take on e5. I take bishop c8, forcing you to take with the rook. Yes, and that position should be very unpleasant for you because of your bishop on a5. I guess I can even play some e4 because I don't see anything better than that. Bishop h4, let's say takes king h8, and why should black have any problems? Mm, Queen d1 isn't really working. I guess bishop e3. Yes, and I should take here it's bishop c8, but bishop c8, some knight g2. So bishop c8 can be very interesting. If bishop g2 f takes c, Maybe bishop c8 is the move. Knight g2, bishop b7. Position is completely winning. Bishop g2, f takes c. Position is winning. And then to take with the rook. Because bishop c8 is the move to play. Knight g2, I will take bishop b7. Knight e1, rook e1. Seems like winning. But I'm also having f takes c. But f takes c, queen d2 can be very unpleasant move, surprisingly. And what do rook e2, queen c1? No, f takes c, queen d2. That's why bishop c8. Yes, very tricky puzzle. Yes, and f3. Oh, this one looks very, very good for black. So what's the move to play? Mhm. Let's say this rook to b3. Mm. Knight e6, I can at least take rook f3. Knight e8, bishop takes a1. Game is over. Rook b3. Queen g4. Yes, queen g4 is there. Some complications. Queen g4, let's say f5. Yes, if you take, then bishop a1 wins. You go knight f6, king f7, or but you will take knight e8, f takes g, knight takes d6. So rook b3, queen g4, f5, knight f6. Rook b1 takes. Position is anyway much better for black, but we want to win. So f5, 5 is also interesting, but knight d6. Yes, you will just take knight d6. So rook b3, queen g4, f5, knight f6. Maybe rook b3, queen g4, f5, queen f5, bishop a1, knight f6, and here I should go to the right square. It is very important. Not king f7. I like going just king h8. What will happen? Because if you take queen f5, queen f6, queen g6 just finishes the game. But you can take queen g7, you can take knight e8. This I don't want. Yes, it is playable still. Rook b1 takes, rook takes f2, I don't want. Yes, f5, knight d6. Maybe queen d7. Maybe f5. You go knight d6. I go queen g6. Some very, very weird stuff. I go f5. Let's say knight g5, rook b3 I will play. And then bishop takes a1. a1. f5, knight d6 is the strongest move. And queen g6. My point is being if knight c4, then rook b3. Knight is hanging. Rook a6, I go rook 8 to b3. And your queen is surprisingly trapped. Very surprisingly. Because this. And here my point was, of course, to go rook b3. Wow, this I did not see. This I did not see, but of course I don't take rook f3, rook b8 and bishop f3. Maybe white is just winning. Rook a8, queen b3, white is also winning, but I will just go this and takes. Nice one, nice one. And let's continue. Queen g1, opponent is threatening to go queen h2, and what should we do? So what is happening? It is very complicated because bishop f8, I don't think queen f7, anything like this works. Bishop f8 is the strongest, you go check, and now queen g4 is nothing. King f3 I should play, and what can you do? Bishop f8 actually forces you to go queen h2, and I go queen king f3, and here what can opponent do? I guess queen takes h5 can play opponent. And now again it is very complicated because king g3 is the same position, king e3, rook e1 is coming maybe. But what if queen g4? Bishop f8, I'm threatening all the threats. You go check, I go king f3. Bishop d1 you have, but bishop d1, rook takes d1, and game is just over, no? Yes. Let's say you go queen takes h5, and now I'm having queen g4. Yes, queen g4, you will go bishop e4, and there I want to go king f4. Oh, but bishop e4 is there already, and I'm losing my queen. King f4, g5 is there. So that's why instead of queen g4, I should play. I have g4, but I don't understand what is this g4. Maybe really g4, bishop d1, rook d1, queen h3, rook h3, king g2, queen h3. I will play some queen g3. I guess we should take. Yes, and here, not king g4, of course, king f3. And here queen g4, bishop e4 is there, and we are losing. We have two moves. One is g4, the other is king e3. I don't like king g3 at all, of course, and I don't like king e3 also, but king e3 can be very, like rook e1, king d4, going somewhere there, but what about g4? I like g4 very much. Bishop d1, rook d1, rook h3, king g. Even rook h3, king e2 is enough, I guess. Queen h3 is the only move. I should play, of course, queen g3 and queen f1. Yes, what about king e3? Yes, maybe king e3 is stronger. King e3, let's say you go check on e1, I go king d4. You have rook e4. Rook e4 takes g4, queen h3, queen g3, queen f1, and you want to say they're having extra pieces will not be enough. Maybe, king e3, rook e1, king d4, rook d1, king c4, queen d1, king c4, king, I'm having also king c5. Oh, g4, but check, queen g3, queen f1, and what should I do there? Looks winning, of course, but looks winning. Maybe king e3, rook e1, king d2, b4, rook e4 takes king e4, and you think this is winning for you. g4, queen h3, queen g3, queen f1, and here you see some issues. Rook f7, rook h3. Well, let's go king e3. Oh, was not obvious at all. Yes, so far 7 out of 10. Hope you liked this format. If you, let's say, if you are a beginner, if you are having any title, you can just go. I don't know how many minutes did we spend? Maybe close to 1 hour. Yes, but you are getting some form, or at least we are hoping that we are getting some form. And as you can see, puzzles positions are quite difficult. And yes, thank you very much, dear friends. Thank you for your attention, for your time, for being with me. And please leave your comments. Thank you very much.